Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today we're going to talk about what exactly is going on with Trump and the DC entanglement. So if you haven't heard yet, Trump's case in DC has evolved again. This was the one that was heavily impacted by the Supreme Court's decision regarding presidential immunity. The short version on the development is that Special Counsel Jack Smith filed a superseding indictment against Trump. Smith didn't drop any charges, but trimmed down the allegations and filtered out things that would likely fall under the Supreme Court's presidential immunity. The charges in the new 36-page indictment remain the same: conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, obstruction of an attempt to obstruct an official proceeding, and conspiracy against rights. The Special Counsel's Office said in a statement, quote, "The superseding indictment, which was presented to a new grand jury that had not previously heard evidence in this case, reflects the government's efforts to respect and implement the Supreme Court's holdings and remand instruction in Trump v. United States." That's right. A whole new grand jury looked at the case after prosecutors cut out some of the evidence that might be viewed as official acts. This seems like a simple paperwork thing, and in many ways it is. But there's two concerns for the Trump camp now. First is that even with the removal of some evidence, those involved still feel like there's enough evidence to proceed. Second is that the development pushes Trump's alleged involvement back into the limelight less than 70 days before the election. Undoubtedly, this development will cause article after article and news story after news story. Those pieces will likely compare the first indictment to the new one and highlight the conduct that was included in the first and then removed from the second. All of this will serve as a reminder to voters of Trump's behavior in the aftermath of losing the 2020 election. It will remind them of the claims, the rhetoric, the desperate attempts to cling to power, and finally, it will remind them of January 6th. With Trump already trailing in the polls and floundering, trying to find his footing against a political opponent who's riding a wave of renewed enthusiasm, the last thing the Trump campaign needed was a fresh set of headlines of his many legal entanglements, especially those related to his bogus claims about the last election. Trump still, at times, leans into the rhetoric, and the reminder that his claims were unfounded is likely to hurt him. This is also happening at the same time as Trump taking criticism from being listed as an invited speaker at the J6 Award Gala, scheduled for September 5th at Trump's Bedminster Club. Trump's campaign said he won't be attending, but the appearance is bad politically, and criticism is still rampant. Obviously, news about this situation will be now back in the headlines for quite some time. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.